we decided to pop a squat on the side of the pawn shop, but what we didn't realize was that obviously there's a lot of things in the pawn shop that can be stolen, so the pawn shop alarm started going off.
What is wrong with you? 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 What is wrong with you?
We have a backtrack. Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of What is Wrong with You? I am joined today by Katy Suriff. She is one of my best friends. We live together, we have traveled together, we've been friends weirdly since middle school, but now we're just getting close. She is a total girl boss. She owns a vape shop that she just opened up. Yes. So welcome, Katy.
Hi, I'm glad to be here.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. You and I have been friends technically since middle school. We should tell them how we first met.
We were on the same volleyball team.
Yeah,
we were both servers.
Yeah, and we served underhand. And it's just so funny. We'll just say it. We became friends because we both sucked on that team.
Yeah. And we were the only ones nice to each other, so we felt more comfortable sucking because we had each other.
Yeah. Fun times. But yeah, now we've lived together in the past and we're here.
Yes.
So yeah, how is it going, like, being a business owner? How are you feeling?
It's pretty chill. I have a great team, so I really love it so far. It's a fun business to be in, so it's going good.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank
That's
you.
great. I'm happy for you. And yeah, we lived together, how long was it? Like, was it a year or two?
Like almost 2 years,
Almost
I think.
2, okay. It
Yeah.
feels like that. That was so much fun.
That was the best times of our life.
Yeah. We had just started living together when the snowstorm started.
Yeah, actually that week. Didn't you move in that week?
Yeah, I moved in that.
It kind of happened because you couldn't leave, so then
Then
she just
yeah.
ended up living with me after
I got
that.
trapped. Yeah, not really though. It was so much fun.
And you and Tabren went to get groceries, and they only bought stuff that we couldn't make, so we had no food for the whole week.
I kind of forgot that we did that, but we did. We did.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was going to be like no one can use the
We
oven at all or the microwave. But I remember we made the Texas chicken nuggets. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And we put them in foil to keep them hot. And then I just remember you tried to heat soup up over a candle.
I was so hungry, I didn't know what else to do.
It's okay, because the funny thing is, we were like trying so hard to have like food, and then Tabrin had. Do you remember when he whipped out tacos? So Tabrin was our other roommate, who was also one of our very close friends. We're like 3 very good friends. He just couldn't join us today. And yeah, he had these tacos ready, and I remember he told us that he's built different because he had food and we didn't.
And he was the smart one, because remember we tried to drive off when it was like cleared up a little bit. We tried to go to like CVS or something.
Yeah,
I remember like I could barely drive. I was sliding everywhere. It was very dangerous. But then Tabrin calls us and is like, "Hey, the electricity's back on." So we like zoom back home. I was like, "Put everything in the air fryer. Like we need to eat." And he was the smart one because he was like, "I don't want to go." And I was like,
Yeah, that was very smart. If he hadn't left, we would have been like shit out of luck, really, for like a whole week.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Then you remember that was when I first started getting sick, so I was so frozen. Like y'all all were trying to warm me up, and I looked like death. It was a fun time.
It was a lot of fun, but like that was just one of the many things our adventures. But yeah, it was a fun time. That was not fun, but we have had like a lot of crazy stories, which is part of the reason why I wanted to have you on here, so we could like recap all of the crazy things. The most recent thing that happened to us, where we thought we were in a life or death situation, was when we thought our friend Erica got kidnapped, who, Brandon, I don't know if you remember me calling you in a panic.
I do remember this. I think I was out of state at shows, so I was like, I don't know what to do.
Okay, yeah, so if you listen to this podcast every week, I had Erica on, last week, and thankfully, like, all of us have become very good friends, but we were going to meet Erica at the Trail Lights.
I remember we were waiting because she went ahead and got an Uber and got there already. Well, we thought.
Yeah.
And we were getting ready here, and I knew Jan was going to take longer. We weren't going to be there right away. So we had gotten in the car, and then we realized, like, you know, Erica hasn't texted us. And we looked at the time because we were, like, an hour late. And that was when we realized, we're like, wait, where is Erica? Because she had texted us, like, an hour ago saying she was, like, had just gotten in the Uber or
she'd
something.
gone in Uber or something like that.
And you can continue with that part.
Yeah, well, no, so yeah, you're right. She, like, texted us, and then, remember we were driving laps around Zilker because we were like, okay, well, I'll just drive around until Erica contacts us. And then we checked her location, and she has, like, her Snapchat on the Snap map, so it tells you how long someone's been off their phone.
Yes.
And hers was, like, an hour, so we were like, where the hell is she? And then, do you remember we, like, parked?
Yes, we just parked on the side of the road, I think.
We parked on the
We were driving in circles, and that's when we started getting worried because we kept calling, and, like, no one was answering, and I was like, I just met Erica. If she's already in trouble and I haven't even got to be, like, friends with her yet, I was going to be upset. So it was just a very traumatizing, and you can the phone call.
Well, yeah, so then whenever we called, one of the times we called Erica, a guy answered her phone, and he was like, hello? And
I'm stupid because I hung up instantly.
Yeah.
I should have kept tracking it, but I was so terrified that I was like, this man just answered. Like, our hearts stopped, and I was like, here, let's do the smartest option. Just hang up instead of asking him, hey, where's Erica? Like,
it's okay, Lou.
I didn't think. Okay, I was clearly not thinking with a brain.
You were just in, like, fight or flight. It's okay.
Yeah,
like,
it was so scary.
When we called him back, or Erica back, he didn't, like, no one answered, so we thought that she got kidnapped.
Yeah, we
because
seriously
that happened.
thought.
And, we panicked, and I remember at the time, like, I didn't know who'd reach out to, and Brandon, honestly, I was like, do you remember, Katie? I was like, I don't know how I'm going to tell Brandon this.
Yeah,
if
we
she's,
did not
like,
know. We were,
kidnapped,
like,
she's out
in
of state.
tears
You
on
were
the side of the
producing show.
road.
I was like,
That's so funny.
It was terrifying, and I was like, I just met her. I love her. What's going on? Like,
literally, we were like, who do we tell this to? Because we thought we had witnessed a kidnap. I have, actually, the video. So I had said, or you had said, one of us had said, let's call her and record it for evidence.
Yes.
So that way, if she is kidnapped, we will have, like, all of the receipts.
we were being full FBI detectives.
We
We were
were.
checking her Snap locations. We were checking the hours. We checked the last. We screenshotted the time she had texted us. We, like, were
Remember, we
recording
were like, should we go up to the police station?
Yeah, we were ready. We were about to go straight to the police because I was like, I don't know what else to do, but, I mean, she's kidnapped. Like, there's nothing else we can do.
It was scary. I'm going to play this. Can you hear it, Brandon, in the phone? This is an audio from when Katie called her, and I recorded it.
Please leave your message. What should we do?
Did y'all hear that? What should we do?
You said, Jan, what the?
We were, like, in tears, and me and Jay
I know.
I can't even describe that feeling, but we were like, a man just answered her phone. She had gotten an Uber. That Uber took
Didn't
her.
see
like,
us, yeah.
And then we didn't even want to go to the Trail Lights. I mean, fuck the Trail Lights. We thought she was dead. So we kept driving, and then that's when
Erica's mom had DM'd me and said that she left her phone in the Uber, and the Uber driver, which Erica's mom didn't say this, but the Uber driver wouldn't bring it back to her. Do you remember?
Yes.
So we had to go find her because she was with the cops.
this was even worse.
Yeah, so she was alive.
We
It
were
was
literally
fun.
driving. The Uber driver had, like, dropped her off literally on the side of the road. And so we did not know her exact directions or how to get there. So we were just driving around, like, in circles the
find
whole
her.
time
Yep.
until we saw a girl in a dress on the side of the road. And that's how we ended up finding her.
So we found her. So yeah, so we didn't witness the kidnapping, but we thought we didn't.
And we were
It was-
prepared. We
yeah.
were little FBI's
Yeah,
in that moment.
we were.
I probably should have hung up when I found the guy, but
Yeah,
it's fine. It happens.
It's okay. Yeah, but that was the most recent story that has happened to us. The other one that I wanted to bring up was probably the most iconic time of all that has happened to us. I feel like more will come as we're, like, talking, and I'll be like, no, something cooler happened. But do you want to tell them about what happened when my car broke down?
All right. Let me start and preference this story by saying that as a girl, when we have car troubles, we sometimes just turn up the music and vibe. We act like we don't hear technical issues going on. So keep that in mind. We were on our way. We had went to one of your shows. It was at like Shakespeare. Where was it at?
Was it? I didn't even. We were on the.
It was.
Show.
It was like a last minute
yeah.
thing we decided. It was me, you, and Bren, and we had decided like, okay, we'll go to one of our shows. So we're driving there. We hear a few bumps in the road, whatnot. We ignored it. We turned up the music. We're having a great time.
Bren is driving. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Bren is driving, and so we just turned up the music, ignored it. Well, then we get there. We ended up leaving early. We didn't stay the full time at that show. It just was kind of a bust, so we just kind of ended up leaving. Well, after we were like, let's go to Velvet Taco. So we had went to Velvet Taco. Me and Jen had a few drinks, just a little bit. But, yeah. So then we decided, okay, we're going to go ahead and leave. We didn't stay up too long. We had, sat there outside and then
it was,
ended
honestly,
up leaving.
I forgot we even went to Velvet.
Yeah. No, I know you didn't remember. So,
I did not remember. I'm like, yeah, we did that.
So, yeah,
I don't
and then this
it.
was the first time it just went downhill from here. So we were leaving Velvet Taco. Bren was driving us back, and before we got in the car, I ended up getting this really shocking pain that I still cannot describe to this day in my back. And this was at a time before I was diagnosed with my disease, so I didn't quite know what was actually happening to me. So my panic level was always at a 10 because I didn't know if I was gonna die or not. So my back, I started getting this really sharp pain, and Shannon Spring could tell you I was screaming the whole time, crying. I was absolutely thought I was gonna die in the back of her car, and I was sitting in the back and I couldn't even sit because my back was just I still can't describe the pain. And we were in the car, we were driving back home. Keep in mind we had the music back up. I'm just sitting there crying, waiting for them to get us home. I wasn't even sitting right. I was on my back, or on the side.
You were not having a good time at all.
Yeah, I was just panic mode, crying, and I was get me home. I just wanted to go home. Well then, keep in mind, the music playing, the car. So then Bren was driving, keep in mind. Me and Jan were both not in a right state of mind. Yep. And we started hearing it again, and we're like, the car, there's something, it's something really wrong. Something really wrong. And I was already in a lot of pain. Well, we ended up having to pull over because the car did, in fact, break down.
It was not, I remember Bren was
broke
I
down.
can't, accelerate anymore. I was like,
it
okay,
broke
cool.
down.
Yeah. At a pawn shop.
Yeah, so, keep in mind.
So when we pulled over, we were, near Pflugerville, and, the closest place that we could pull over was a pawn shop. So we pulled into the pawn shop, and at this point, I remember I was just focused on, helping you, feel better, that I didn't even notice that the car was, as...
Yeah, I was causing a whole scene.
Yeah, so no, you were. But I remember I was just okay, we've got to get there, whatever. The car, because at the time I was in my Nissan Altima, and the Nissan Altima, I drove that car to the ground. Listen,
I have one too.
I miss my Altima, but that car had so many problems, and I say this about every car I have. It's just me that's the problem, but at the time, I was no, it's not, it'll get us there and back. It always does shit like this. Yeah, so we pulled over at a pawn shop. Well, then Katie and I both had to pee.
And it was drunk pee. We had to go in that minute.
So, we decided to pop a squat on the side of the pawn shop. But what we didn't realize was that obviously, there's a lot of things in the pawn shop that can be stolen, so the pawn shop alarm started going off.
And we hadn't done it yet. We were getting ready to. We had went, where the woods or whatever it was.
We didn't even have, we had literally just walked.
Yeah, we were just walking, and all you see is the, red alarms buzzing.
We were okay, cool, we're good.
So then we're horrified. So then we had no idea what to do, and there was an HEB, but it was down the road, and I was not crossing a big street like that. No. We were way too drunk to even try that. So I remember... Luckily, at Lifesaver, I'd called my brother, and I was like, can you come get us, right now? He was taking too long. We had to go so bad. Yep. But he finally gets there, and then he drives us, and HEB's, almost closed in, 5 minutes. We ran, and we were not...
I remember when we went in the HEB, wasn't someone we're closing?
Yeah, they were, about to tell us, and we're like, we know, we just gotta go. And, after that, then we ended up going to my other brother's birthday party, and the rest of the night was fine, but I will never forget that pain and the alarms going off. They probably looked on the cameras and what are these two girls doing? Because
we were just running.
Yeah, we were just running. We were terrified after that, because I was like, this would be our life, alarms going off in the middle of us trying to pee. Yeah. And so, we were a little traumatized after that. Bren was the only calm one at the time. I think he was staying a lot more calm than us in the moment, because we were just, it was a bad night to drink, bad night altogether, and I don't ever want to experience that again.
Yeah, me either.
And also, I tell Jan fix her car. So
Listen, I should listen
I did
to
it
you.
too. So
No, but it's like, you always told me to not wait until the last minute to pump gas, and I always do. I just hate pumping gas. It's such a...
this girl drives me crazy with gas.
I
We were
can't-
driving where to San Antonio, and like we had just left, and I kept looking over at a gas
that
tank.
happened to us too in
Yeah.
San Antonio, my car.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
kept looking over at her tank, and I'm like, Jan, are you gonna get gas? Like, we're on like 10 miles, and we have like 2.5 hours. So like, when are you getting gas?
Make it.
And so I was just shaking the whole time. Anytime we've ever gone out, she had 3 miles, 2 miles, 0 miles. I'm like, Jan, if we get stuck downtown,
Listen,
this is all on you. If I get anything downtown.
I know that I'm at fault because apparently, according to my dad, if you don't fill your gas tank up more than halfway, then it can damage it. So
And even I know that, and
Yes.
I never did it because of that. My anxiety's so bad that if I don't fill up half a tank, I think I'm going to be stranded, and then I will panic. So
right.
I don't know how your brain processes that.
I just hate putting gas. I
Same
hate
here.
it. If I could have, I know like in Oregon, I think, I don't know if this is a rumor, but I heard
They'll pump
that.
your gas.
Yes.
There's
I
another
would
place
love,
that does.
Where's that other place?
It is an order.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I
There was
would
somewhere I traveled to
love
like
that.
years ago that did it as well, and it
Pumped
was
your
so
gas?
nice. You just wait in the car. That's a girl's dream.
I
We need
would
that.
love to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can do everything by myself. Like, I don't need anyone's help. But pumping my gas,
Yeah,
I would
that's
pay
the
someone.
one
I
thing.
would
I'll
too.
be like,
I
please, anyone, I will
can't.
pay you like
Yeah.
weekly to pump
Yeah.
my gas.
That happened to us though in San Antonio. My car battery.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I forgot that actually was the most recent thing, but it was fine. So long story short, Katie and I I had a show in San Antonio, and Katie came with me. We got a hotel and everything. We get to the hotel, everything's fine. We make it to San Antonio. We come, we get ready for the show. We go and we're going to get ready, and I turn on my car. We have like 20 minutes to get to the show. I mapped it out. The show took like 15 minutes to get there. My car won't turn on, and it says that the battery is not working. We don't even, at this point, I'm like, we could get an Uber. I don't know. I was freaking
Yeah.
out. Luckily, though, my car made it
Yeah.
to the place.
And we ended
back.
up making
Yeah,
it back
yeah.
home, so it
But
was
it was
a random
nice,
freak
a
attack.
little scared because my car wouldn't turn on.
And we were running late because she didn't plan out for traffic to be in Austin
Okay,
when we
look.
left. And I was ready at like 2 p.m. I was like, Jan, I'm ready. Like, let's go. And
I had work that day.
so you could have left, okay?
No.
And then by like 4:30
No.
or what time did we leave? Like,
Honestly, I don't remember. We probably left at 4:30.
yeah,
but
worst time to leave. But we made it barely.
did,
I
we
mean,
did.
just
that's-
barely.
I feel like we're the opposites. I've gotten
We are.
a little bit better at it. I'm not as late anymore. I'm like on time most of the time.
You made a
but-
goal for that.
Yes. So I have been, I will say, I am proud of myself because I've been doing better about like getting on time. You can check my clock.
Hey, 15 minutes early is on
It's
time.
on
On
time.
time is late. Always remember that. You see me, I get there
I'm
like a
on
whole hour
time.
early. I feel
I
like
know.
mentally I have to prepare myself before I see customers. So if I don't get there early and like just take my time to breathe, I'll have a terrible day. And if I'm late, that ruins the whole day.
It
The whole
does.
day.
You showed up to this early too.
Yeah. Oh, I got here at like, what time? Like right when you got home.
Yeah.
I'm prepared.
Yeah, you were always early, and one day I'll get to that point, but for right
You
now,
will.
I'm just on time.
Hey, and that's better than before.
Yeah,
so
because
you're progressing.
it's an hour. The only places that I ever showed up to like an hour early was film sets, class, and comedy shows.
Okay, well, think of
But-
other things like that.
I said that.
Like a priority, okay? Think, work, other places, Think about it.
I know, but that's what I've started doing. But in my head, I was like, these are the places that like, if I don't know, but comedy shows now, I've realized everyone is late or on time.
Yeah.
Like, so getting
In that
there-
scene, yes, that's
Yeah.
true. But hey, she's the kind of friend that I have to tell her that an event starts like 2 hours before the actual time just to make sure that she's actually on time to go. Yeah.
It's bad. It's my fault. But we got to figure out what's wrong with you. We haven't figured that out. You're too early. That's it. That's not like a bad fault to have, though.
I don't have any, I don't know. I'm sure I have a lot, don't get me wrong. But
don't,
I'm trying to think of what I'm
no.
actually bad. Like,
I'm trying to think too. You're early. You You don't procrastinate. You honestly don't have like any red flags. I don't know how you do it, but
I don't believe that, but I mean,
I'll
hey.
think of one after this and I'll be like, God, that's what her red flag is.
Good.
Actually,
Okay, here
I
we go.
do. I do know what your red flag is. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. You listen to BB Rexha.
I knew you were gonna. I told her before this, I was like, you're gonna ask me what my favorite music is, and you're gonna
No.
roast me. But that was almost 2 years ago when I told you
That's
that.
okay. I know.
2 years ago. Okay, times have
You say when I
changed.
told you that, like, I saw it, but it's okay.
I was gonna say
I know,
now.
it's okay.
If you asked me, I
It's-
would have said Taylor Swift. Okay,
That's a
so
good-
you don't
that's a
attack
good-
me.
No, that's a good option. Do you like Taylor Swift though?
Yes.
Okay.
I listened to her since I was little too, okay? I just don't have, like, I know it's weird, but, like, with celebrity stuff, I've never had, like, attachments to any celebrities or care what's
That's
going on in
not
their
weird.
life. So, like, I just don't keep up with
That's-
any single celebrity. I listen to their music, but I know nothing about them. I
That's
don't
not
know.
bad.
I don't. I know anything.
Do you keep up with like the TikTok stars though? Because you're on TikTok a lot.
Oh, I love TikTok. Yes, I keep up with a few, usually just like the crazy ones. I couldn't even tell you exact names though, because it's just like what I watch when it comes on my For You page.
Right.
But yes, I do like TikTok. That I stay on
Yeah.
for hours.
I know you send me the funniest little animal videos on TikTok.
It's always animals.
My inbox is always like 20 messages from Katie. And it's just videos of like animals doing things that are cute and
I
funny.
expect you to reply
Yeah.
individually to each TikTok that I send because I take time
do.
to think of you and send it.
I send reactions. I
Okay, yeah, she
do.
does. I'll keep up with
But
that.
I haven't paid attention to any of the viral TikTok stars that are like, it makes me feel
Mm-hmm.
old because they're like, this happened with that. And I'm like, I don't even know who the hell
If
that
it's like
is.
the young ones that just don't really
Yeah.
like that doesn't catch my eye, I'm like, okay, whatever, like good to you. But
Right.
like it just depends on the TikTok. Like there's a few accounts I really like just because they're funny, but
Yeah.
I don't keep up to it enough to where I could tell you like what their like username is. Like I couldn't even tell you what their user is. I have to like see it in my saved or something
Right.
to even like tell you about a
Notice-
TikTok.
yeah.
I was making TikToks, but I kind of took a break from that. So
You made some good TikToks.
Thank
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of the stuff about the murders, the Idaho murders on TikTok.
gosh, yes.
And I swear every single video I've had has had like a different explanation to what
Yes.
happened. I'm like, can somebody just put one grand?
And that's why you can't trust
thing.
anything because it's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
separate. It's so many different stories, especially
Yes.
like with the what is it? What am I trying to say? That
No, also,
serial killer. Yes.
Yeah, serial killer.
Yeah. I couldn't even talk.
I don't. I think that that's wild. That there's like just someone in Austin killing, but that's
Yeah.
been going on for like years now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what. They
And we could have
say.
guessed it a long time ago, but no
Yeah.
one took the time to actually
do that.
understand. They think like these people are just walking and falling in. Like I've been
Yeah.
on that trail. Unless you are absolutely like either drunk off your mind, you can't just fall in. There's no way.
No,
Like there's no
there's
way.
no way. I don't believe that for a split second
No.
that someone just got drunk and doozy
Yeah,
down in there.
like
That's
you're not
no.
that stupid even when you're drunk. Like I mean,
Yeah,
there's not
that's-
like there's no way you can just fall in. Like I
in,
just don't
no.
understand. But it is sad, and I hope they find this
Yeah,
person.
me too. That'd be kind of crazy when they do.
Yeah.
I can imagine that, like, that will probably not happen for a while. But have you seen? There's this guy on TikTok that says he's been like cracking the case for.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
exactly which guy you're talking
Yeah,
about. I
but-
keep watching that.
Did you see someone stitch his video and said that he's a fraud?
I didn't see that.
It's kind of sad
part.
because I thought he was gonna be the one that led. it. I
Yeah,
was like,
because
oh,
he
he's gonna
seemed
figure
very
it
like
out.
serious, and he had so
Yeah.
many likes and views, and I was like,
Yeah.
are people believing this or?
Yeah, no, someone stitched it and said that he was like a fraud, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gullible because I really
Yeah,
thought that he was
I
gonna.
believed him. See, and that's why TikTok's so dangerous because anyone can convince me to believe anything, and I will just
know.
because it's like I should know better. It's on the internet. Obviously, it's
Right.
fake, but like. It's not because they convince me so much. I'll go through the comments. That's the best thing on TikTok is the comments. Like
comments,
that's
yep.
the only reason I have my TikTok is to read everyone's comments.
Yeah, that's
TikTok is dangerous for our ADHD brains.
yeah.
Because now I can't even watch a real show because my brain can only process TikToks now.
You texted us the other day in the group message that you watched a movie on TikTok.
Yes, I watched a whole movie.
Which one was it? I forgot.
That climbing one where they're on the, what is it called? That really, really tall. Bren had sent it to us.
That one he said to. I don't know the name of it, but I know.
Fall or no, that's not the name.
They just had it on TikTok, like the movie clips?
Just like part 1, part 2. So I went to the guy's profile and I like linked each one.
Yeah.
So I saved each video and then I took like an hour and a half and I just watched the full thing. I don't know why I didn't just put it like Bren sent us the link for the actual movie, but I was like, no, I'm on TikTok. I'll just watch it. So now I go to all the movie TikTok accounts and I just watch movies through TikToks because I like reading the comments. I want to see. I don't read them till I get halfway through, so I don't spoil anything. But it's fun, and I just lazy. So
that's kind of smart because, like, in my mind, I was like, why wouldn't you just put it on? But I read like Rotten Tomatoes reviews all the time, so I can see where you just read comments and see that people say
because there's
stuff.
so many good comments, and then I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? Or like, it just keeps you more interested. Definitely. I mean, I have a TV in my room. I have my Netflix and Hulu, but I couldn't tell you the last time I watched it.
When we lived together, you had something that like you could put the TikTok. Was it a TikTok?
Yes,
TikTok
the projector or the AirPlay. Yeah, I have a little projector screen, and we would put TikToks on the wall and watch them.
Yes.
You're supposed to use it for movies and actual shows.
But the TikToks, I think about that quite frequently because sometimes when I'm scrolling in bed, I'm like, I wish that I could just like lay here and like watch this on the TV, not on my phone. And yeah, I was not sure what that was, but
I'll have to bring that. I still have it. I love it. That projector was on Amazon. I believe it was $199, and it is 100% worth it. So shop now.
Have you bought anything like savvy from Amazon lately?
What is it?
Like, have you bought anything like cool from Amazon lately?
Okay, so since I moved to my house, I've been I can't even say it, but I don't know the word because I don't do it. So yeah, I've been saving my money. I don't even know the term for that because I don't save my money, but I am now. So since I've moved to my house, I haven't been shopping on Amazon. I've been holding back for a while, but beforehand, you know how I was. So I'm taking a little break. So I'm trying not to even put shopping in my vocabulary right now. I'm just saving up my money and then but I will be back on Amazon. Don't worry. That's my Prime. Amazon Prime is where I get every single thing I have.
They're probably like, where's she at?
I got all my furniture there at my old house. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good place for that. I for the longest time was afraid to like get thrifted furniture because I thought that a ghost would, like a spirit would be attached to it. Like I was like, I'm not gonna go to the thrift shop and find it until I moved in here in this couch. If this couch was haunted, I don't even care because I just love this couch. But
I love the couch.
Everything in my apartment now is thrifted, and I'm like, if there's ghost, it hasn't.
It would have already got you by now,
right?
And I could tell you plenty of ghost stories.
I haven't told you though what happened to me the other day. I forgot. So, I woke up because I heard someone saying like, "Come on, Janessa, wake up," and I thought that it was like it sounded kind of like Madison, but Madison wasn't here, and I was like, this is probably just a dream. I'm just gonna say that it was a dream because there's no way that. Oh, we forgot to mention this. Our old house was haunted.
Very. That place always gave me weird vibes, and the house I lived in before then was even worse. But this one, it followed us.
Yeah.
Wherever Jan goes, a ghost goes, and that's all I know.
No, it was like that before I got there.
Yeah, I shouldn't even be in her house right now because when I go home, I'm not gonna have a good night.
No. It was like that before I got there, and I don't think there's anything in this house. I don't feel anything. I sound crazy, but I am very like sensitive to ghosts.
You would know. You would feel it by now, and that's how I feel like in my new house. Don't get me wrong. I've been sleeping with the TV on every single night just because I don't risk it. But
that's
but I don't feel anything yet. I haven't heard anything weird. I don't feel uncomfortable there.
That's good.
I don't know. I gotta have TV on just in case there were something. At least I have some light to fight it off or whatnot. So it just makes me feel more protected to have the light, even if it's under my bed or my closet. Like as long as I have a light, I'll feel safe. Like it just. It makes it better.
The ghost away.
Well, she never believed us, but we had went to Chewy's one time.
Okay.
She still doesn't believe us to this day, but I have witnesses. So our friend Gentry and Tabrin, they believe it because they saw it, and they don't believe in ghosts. So if they're saying they saw this with me, it is real. You don't have to believe it, but we were at Chewy's, and like I totally understand, like when a glass is wet. You know, it can slide. I get that. On a
Right.
table, it can slide. Don't get me wrong. We're not stupid. We know that, okay? I know what
Right.
condensation or whatever that, stuff is, okay? So we were all sitting at the table eating, it was a good time. Jan had
Yeah.
went up to go to the bathroom. So, of course, there was Jan's cup. We already know.
Oh my
So her cup was on the side of the table, and all I remember is, like, I'm sitting here. Jan was here. She was gone. And then it was Gentry and Tabranner, one or the other, sitting. And all we saw was I wish I could have got the camera footage from Chewy's. I wanted to ask them
I
so
wish that you
bad.
could have too,
Like,
'cause
I
I would
wanted to
believe
see
you.
it because all we saw was the cup fling, like, all the way across the table in front of Gentry and Tabranner. All of our faces, like, if you could have seen it, all of us were just, like, in shock. We didn't say a word. We just looked at each other and we're like, I was petrified. Like, and it was not water, okay? It was not just like a little, like, it was like forceful. And I was like, that's Jan's cup.
I still don't believe you to this day.
You
but
don't have to believe us,
I know,
but we
but
saw
I
it.
wish that like we could be like, hey, Chewy's, could you
Give
give
us
us back the security footage from
Yeah.
when was that, like 2018? We would like to see it. 2019. I don't
Yeah,
remember
it
what
was,
year,
like, 20.
but maybe it was even 2020.
Yeah. We
All my
wanted to
years get
see it
jumbled up.
really bad,
Yeah.
and we never got the chance. But y'all don't have to believe it, but I witnessed
okay.
it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
If it was just me and they didn't believe it, then yes, call me
Right,
crazy.
right.
But, like, everyone saw
No,
it.
y'all were all like shocked when you came back. You were like,
Yeah.
your cup moved.
Yeah, it was. I would have told you, don't even drink out of that glass, because who knows? Like, I don't even know what happened that night. But
It just possessed me. What would you do if I just drank out of the glass and I started floating? That would not.
well, your job is haunted also, and it's been like that for
Okay.
years.
It doesn't mess with me.
I remember the night you
Yeah.
called me. It was 10 minutes before
Okay,
closing, and
you
you're
know
like,
what?
"Can you?" I was all the way in Westlake, and you're like, "Can you come close with me? Cause like I'm really scared."
Katie,
But I'm not gonna lie.
you know there's ghosts. What do you mean you're not gonna lie? There's
Well,
ghosts there.
I'm not gonna lie because she is right. There is ghost, and it's kind of one of those places like So when we're setting the alarm and locking up, it's a long hallway, so you do not look down that hallway because
No.
once the lights are out, you can feel it. Like you
It
have to
is-
set the alarm and run. If I look back, I'm terrified. Like,
Yeah.
you have to run out. It's like the Grudge in there. Like you have to run out.
I'm gonna say what happened, so then whoever's listening to this won't think I'm crazy. We had, it was like we were about to close. I was going to do laundry. No, the first event of the night that had happened to me
There's
was
multiple.
Yes, I was using the potty and the paper towels have an automatic like motion detected sensor, and they just started going off. Someone's calling me from work right now, but they're gonna have to wait. Anyways, and the paper towel motion sensor started going off, so there was no one in front of it. I wasn't near it, and I came back and I got the chills, and I was like, I think the ghost was like messing with me in the bathroom, but why the bathroom? So then whatever, I was closing alone. Then we have a medium that goes there
yeah.
to our job,
Yep.
and she came in and was like, I told her about it, and she was like, oh, like she started getting chills, and she went
She
to
does
the
that.
back.
She does the little chills, and I'm like,
She went to
okay.
the back and she told the ghost, stop messing with her. And I was like, why would you go tell him? And she's like, you just need to tell him to like stop messing with you. And I was like, I'm not saying anything to him.
No.
So then when she went back there, I heard like it was only me, her, and one other person in the salon, but that person was at the front. So I heard footsteps in the back. They were like messing with her. Then the bed that she was about to go into started like flashing clean and dirty. So I was like, oh, there's a ghost. After she left, I was going to do laundry and I felt something behind me like tap my shoulder, and that's when I called you, and I was like, I'm not staying here.
It's like, Jan,
I
I'm in the
was
middle of a
crying.
movie. You're going to have to figure
Really?
it out. Thank you. I do believe her, though, because I had similar experiences there,
Yeah,
too. And
yeah.
I remember I probably looked so stupid on the cameras, but we have, like, a little rack where our towels are and, like, cleaning solution and stuff like that is. I was standing in the middle of the hallway. It's, like, 13 rooms. All the doors were open, and I felt, like, a big breeze go by. There was no vents around us, but there was a big breeze, and I saw, like, hair, like, dark hair. And I had basically what I did, I was like, bye, have a good day. I thought it was a customer.
Oh.
No one was there. So I was blankly talking to this customer ghost, like saying, have a good day, like, come back soon. And then I look over and I'm like, no one's there.
That was not-
like,
yeah.
that was probably me just being delusional, but like, it did.
No,
I felt it. I felt
believe,
it.
I wholeheartedly, I believe you on that one.
I don't know where that
believe
place
you
was
on
built over, but it's gotta
that
be
one.
something.
It was a, slavery, like, ground.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
that's, Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what the medium told me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, she did tell us
yeah,
that.
Yeah, she told me that.
Because she brought it up, the first time she ever told us was before we even mentioned that we had ghosts or were scared. I remember she had come in and she just straight up, it was when I don't think you were working that day, but it was whenever I was there. I think me and Tabrin were there, and we were standing, like, by the sample lotions. We have, like, a little sample packet lotion wall. We were standing there, and she comes in, and she's like, I feel the energy. And I was like, well, we're kind of in bad moods today. Like, what do you mean? Like, what,
We're in bad
what energy
moods.
are you feeling? Because we were just having an off day. And she's like, y'all definitely have something in here. Like, can I do a spiritual, like, whatever it's called, cleansing or something? And I was like, do you charge for that? Like, do we have to pay for that? Because I was not going to pay
You
for
asked her
it.
to charge for
Yeah,
that?
I did. I was trying to be nice. I didn't know better. And so I asked her, and she's like, no, like, I won't charge. Y'all need it ASAP. And I was like, okay, so how does that
We
work?
need
And she's
it.
like,
I
you
don't
have
like
to do it
that.
when you close. And I'm like, I'll get back to you on that. Never say anything. But anyway, she was saying that. And one of those
She
sample
never
lotions
did it?
came out off the wall. Like, it literally dropped right next to me and to Brent. And he saw it too.
Okay, I believe you on that, but, like, I didn't know she never did it. What did she mean we need it ASAP?
She kept saying we needed it ASAP. She's like, y'all really need it. Like, she kept saying it's in room 14. That was what she was saying. She sure told me I wish I had the cameras for that, because I swear
Yeah,
on
no.
everything. She said that. And we weren't even talking about it. I thought she was just talking about our energy and our mood because we looked,
Yeah.
like, upset. But
She's like, why are you showing up to work not happy?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
that's
but-
what I thought.
No, what the- oh, no. That's... Honestly, I wonder what other places, like, in that same shopping center have, like, bad vibes,
I'm
because...
sure it's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's
the whole area is probably...
cursed.
I feel like we're more scared of the ghosts than customers at this point in our store during closing. Like, it's definitely, if I'm
Yeah.
hearing things, it's not a person. It's
It's the
it's a
ghost.
ghost. Especially people that get on the roof 24/7. Because
Yeah.
it just makes all the noises.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that whole area, truthfully, is haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just call mall security, like, hey, can you walk us to our cars
Someone's
and keep us right
here.
there?
Yeah.
Even though it's a ghost, but we just feel uncomfortable. So, like, they'll do it. So.
Could you imagine being a mall security of somewhere? I would gaslight people for fun if I had to be mall security.
I believe that.
I couldn't really...
I believe it.
Because you know how many people are probably, like, coming up to you all day with, like,
of
this happened,
course.
that, like...
Yeah, 100%.
They're not real cops. Well, I mean, like, respect
that
to
mall
but I
cop
couldn't-
or
Paul
whatever.
Blart? Paul, you mean the greatest movie ever made, Paul Blart?
Oh, whoa. You're going there now. Okay.
That's not the greatest movie ever made. What is your favorite movie?
That's a good question. You know, let's see. I like the basics. You know, like Mean Girls was good. I liked.
Mean Girls?
Yeah,
That was a
I
solid
liked White
one.
Chicks. I liked all the funny old ones.
Okay.
As far as like new ones, I really haven't watched like movies recently besides the one Cliff one or whatever it was. But
The one
I don't
where
know. I like
Cliff's-
TikToks.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a problem. But
That's okay.
As far as movies, I can't.
I don't think I've, like, ever sat down and watched a movie with you. We always, like, tried when we lived together, but one of us would, like, fall asleep or
TikTok.
we'd start talking.
Yeah,
or
we
we'd go,
did try to
yeah.
watch one movie together,
Yeah.
and then we both got on TikTok. It was the one where the girl had like poisoned the guy's drink or something, and it was like I don't remember what it was called, but it was a new movie that came out that we really wanted to see. And we like started watching it, and then like you got on TikTok, I got on TikTok, and then we just canceled the show.
We just go on task.
That's kind of what happens. I don't think we
Yeah.
ever have watched a movie together, but I like all the like funny old ones. I like more of
Yeah.
the old original ones, and not so much all the,
The
new,
newer
like,
ones.
fixed up ones that are all the same as
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
as far as like ghost movies and stuff, I will not watch.
No.
I will not. Okay, now that I'm living alone, I will
Yeah,
not watch
no.
any. But one that I was so terrified when I was little, since we had paranormal stuff going on. I know this movie is stupid, so don't judge me. But Paranormal Activity freaked me out. Just at the fact that I had weird stuff happening to me
Yeah.
like that, and so I was too terrified. I never even watched The Exorcist in my entire life. So
Really? Well,
never.
when you're a kid and you have stuff like that going on, it makes sense the paranormal
Yeah,
activity
it
would
would
scare
freak
you.
me out because I thought it was 100% real. And
Yeah.
I mean, it is. So
Yeah. Well, I think those movies aren't, like, scary until, like, after you're done.
Yes.
Every time that I, like...
because I'd laugh during, you know.
Yeah, like, during
Yeah.
it's like, haha, you, like, that's
Yeah.
happening to you, and then whenever you're by yourself, you're like, oh, cool, something like this could happen to me. That's what I always try to explain to Frankie every time I dog sit, because he always wants to watch scary movies, and he's like, "You scared?" And I'm like, "No, but when
It's the
you
aftermath,
leave,
yeah.
I'll be here by myself,
Exactly.
and something will happen. I'll get dragged down by like my feet off the bed." So
See,
I
that's how we feel. That's literally how it feels.
Yeah.
I'm like, someone's gonna grab my feet. I'm gonna get dragged off the bed, and
Yep.
y'all will never see me again. So
Yes.
that's why I don't do scary movies. I used to watch them with friends, but only if you're staying the night. Like if you're leaving, then we're not watching it because I'm not.
Like, we're gonna
dealing
watch a
with that.
comedy if you're
Yeah.
stay. If you're
So,
not gonna stay, then it's
Definitely
a comedy.
comedies. And my
Yeah.
best friend, is a comedian, so I expect her to make me laugh all the time. But sometimes I'll ask her to tell me a joke, and she won't.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
I tell you jokes.
I
I'm
like
just
make
kidding.
jokes.
They're
of
not
me,
good.
but yeah.
I don't mean. I tell jokes, they're just not good.
Whatever.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, so are you gonna, do you think you're gonna make like any more TikTok content in the future?
Probably in the future. Now that I just
Yeah.
moved in my house, I do want to make I have so much more space and room
Yeah.
to put things. So I do want to set up because I have all my lights and stuff like that. I think with me, it's more so at first I was posting a lot about my disease. Then I was posting about our brand. And since I can't really post about that anymore, I started posting about my disease, and it was nice finding people that do have it so that I could
Right.
relate and talk to them. But I think part of me just it's hard dealing with it and sharing it at times.
Yeah.
So I kind of just shut back off. I do want to
course.
share it and get more answers, but it's kind of disencouraging when I do share it and no one has the answers and they keep saying we're all struggling. So it's just
Right.
it's hard to get high hopes when no one's told me anything good. So
Right.
that's kind of why I stopped. I do plan on posting more, but I want to find other content just because I want something. I don't want my whole page to just be about my disease. I want, a life.
Yeah.
So I need to find content. I just haven't found my thing, but also people are mean, and that's why I stopped posting. I refuse. I haven't been attacked bad. I will say, I haven't been attacked, but I'm so scared to get attacked that I'm I don't want to deal with all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, screw them if they try to
I was
do
my
that.
mental health is not at a point
No.
where you can talk to me like that,
They're
so I
also
just avoid it.
mean. Don't
Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand on that app. I mean, I've gotten people just being
Yes,
haters.
they're
and everything,
straight
but
up.
Yeah.
I think the worst comment, which I can say this, don't get me wrong, I can make jokes about my disease. That's
Right.
okay. But other people can't. That's a little more, offensive
it's
to me.
sensitive too,
And
so.
there was a whole thread on my TikTok when I posted about my disease. All of the comments were I have it too, really nice, informative, asking questions. Then there was a thread that was because my disease is it's called Burning Man syndrome, so you burn in your skin. So there was a whole thread of "This Girl's on Fire" by Alicia Keys, with all the
my
flame
gosh.
emoji. And I was okay, well, I can say that.
Right.
Y'all can't say that. I'm unless you have this disease or know what I'm experiencing, it's not funny to make jokes. But I mean,
Yeah,
don't get me
yeah.
wrong, I did laugh, but at the same time, I'm not from you.
But
you
wanna
little
be
bot
the
can't
one-
say that.
You want to be the one to make the joke.
Exactly,
about
and
it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
make
yeah.
a TikTok with that song when I'm flaring and show it. But
So he took your idea.
yeah, he did. So I was screw you,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. But yeah, I think mental health wise, I just need to take a break and
Yeah.
I can watch TikToks, but I don't want to start making them until I have
Right.
content ideas, because that was the main thing. Is I got into creator fund, but then I stopped posting, and if you go through my videos, they're months apart or so far apart, and I
Right.
just never got in the habit of okay, I need to make multiple videos, because I just never have ideas. I can follow some of the trends, but I've never I can sit here and talk to you all day, but when it comes to TikTok, you know how long it takes me
Yeah.
to even think of one little skit. My brain's not creative in that way, so unless I'm just sitting there talking to them, there's nothing interesting about my life that I could show them. That's how I feel.
No, there is interesting things about your life that you could show. People literally film themselves going to get coffee. That's the
true,
big.
too.
Have you seen all the girls who are
Okay, yeah.
coffee run? I'm I think that's cute that you can go get a coffee every day, but maybe I'm just being a hater because I'm not filming that myself.
Yeah. See, I won't
But
film
there's,
that.
yeah, there's everything under the sun. But
I want to
yeah.
do those get ready with me, but then
Yeah.
I don't actually get ready to go anywhere. So it's just kind of pointless. Maybe in the
saying.
future we could do a little get ready
Yeah.
video, but I don't know. I'm not very open to sharing a lot with people until I want to.
Yeah,
So
and you
I don't have to share anything with these people.
You're not on any time agenda or
Although I would
any
like to
kinda
blow up
thing.
and make money. I told you I only had one TikTok ever blow up, and it was the best time, but unfortunately I had to delete that.
I remember
TikTok.
that.
So
Yeah.
but it was fun for a moment. I remember for a whole 2 days I couldn't even like click on my TikTok because it was so spammed. Like I couldn't even open my TikTok. So it did make me upset because I couldn't watch TikToks for 2 days because my TikTok was so frozen and blown up. So yeah, that was the only down part. Like I'd rather not blow up so I can watch my TikTok.
Right.
It happens.
When you go viral.
Yeah.
No. Well, thank you for coming on here with me. It has been
course.
so lovely to have you. And
I'm
share
glad I
all
finally
our
got to be on
stories.
it, so.
I really, our schedules didn't line up.
Yeah, they
but
didn't.
No, now we're here. Do you have any place that you want people to follow you at?
Probably not my TikTok unless you want to, but my Instagram. It's
Your
Katy
Instagram?
Suriff.
Sweet. We'll plug your
Yes.
Instagram. If you're gonna try to slide in her DMs being a creep, don't do it. I'll attack you. Yeah, you can find Katy on Instagram. And as far as me, y'all know where to find me. Thank you so much for listening to this. Whether you're just listening now or you listen now, we're going to start doing pods every week. I have some upcoming dates I shall plug. I will be in Austin May 19th for the Greenhouse Comedy Show, and I will be in San Antonio June 9th at the Blind Tiger, and
I'll be going with.
please do.
there.
You'll get a chance to meet Katy, but if you want to meet Katy, you're gonna have to give her $500 to even talk to her.
I like that.
Okay.
Actually.
You said you wanted to make money.
Up to
There you go.
1,000. I'm a little worth more than that, but
Yeah, if you want to meet Katy. Yeah, come see a show and check out my YouTube channel as well. Okay, bye you guys. Bye.
What?